Hello, welcome to my studio. Today's Tuesday tip is all about art. Let's get right in it.
Have you ever wondered what color theory actually is, how it affects you, and how it works in the world around us? Let me help demystify color theory for you. Today I'm going to show you an easy introduction to color theory. Editing Tuesday here. I just wanted to let you know that this video doesn't have a lot of visuals where I am mixing colors to show you what I mean with color theory. Adding that would have made for a much longer video, and I wanted to make this as simple as possible because the diving into color theory is already such a broad, big topic. I didn't want to overwhelm. I want to just dip your toes in and help with some vocabulary and memory joggers to help with the vocabulary, and of course explanations of different aspects of color theory. I'll have another video where I dive in showing you mixing colors. But again, I personally wanted to take color theory in steps with you guys. Maybe after I'm done going through all of the steps that I would like to, I'll just combine all the videos and make one large video so that you can take little bites of color theory in different sections. Like today is about vocabulary and understanding color theory and what it is and how it works and how we apply it and why it matters. And then the next video could be about mixing colors and showing you demonstrations. And then the third one going even deeper into color theory and the different types of modern color theory versus old color theory and the historical elements of it, along with an even deeper, more elaborate demonstration of painting using color theory ideas. And of course, a big long video put together, you would see all that in order. I hope that helps. If you've heard terms and words like hue, value, primary colors, secondary colors, and you just don't quite understand what that means or why that matters, let me walk you through that. So we have our primary color, blue, red, and yellow. And with these primary colors, you can make secondary colors, orange, purple, and green. And to expand on those colors even more, you can mix to make tertiary colors by mixing any primary color with any secondary color, adding even more depth to our arsenal of colors. Looking at the color wheel, we can look at the relationship between the colors. Complementary colors like red and green, they are opposite of each other. Analogous colors, which are the colors like blue-green and green-blue, they are neighbors and create harmonious visuals together.
Hey, are you liking this video? Then like the video down below. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to hear more writing and art tips, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification icon so that you don't miss an episode. All right, let's get back in it.
But color isn't just about aesthetics. They also reach us psychologically. They can invoke thoughts and feelings and memories with just a simple splash of colors. Think about the blue calming of the ocean, or even blue as sad. But think about red like fiery and passion and energy. And businesses are well aware of color theory as well. A lot of businesses will hire certain psychologists to help with their visuals, to help stimulate certain feelings in their customer base. Think about McDonald's, where it's bright orange and yellow. It psychologically gets you excited. It gets you to eat faster and gets you out quicker so that they can have more people come in. Just like if you were to go to a store where they wanted an atmosphere that was really calm and relaxing, they would have calm and relaxing colors. Just like artwork, maybe an artist wants to convey something through their artwork, and so they use certain colors to convey that. I have a painting back here that I made when I wasn't feeling the best. I was having some deep feelings, and I used a lot of blues and I used some reds. The red was supposed to symbolize some rage and anger, and the blue, just this deep sadness. And a lot of times artists just love certain colors. They're drawn to certain colors. I'm more drawn to blue. And I didn't notice that until I saw a bunch of my artwork together up on a wall. And I'm like, there's a lot of blue there. To each their own, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And everybody is drawn to different colors for different reasons. Sometimes they just like it because it reminds them of something that they enjoyed, or they're just drawn to it and they don't quite understand why. Psychology plays a little bit into the color theory as well, but not as much as the actual colors themselves. So let's get back into the explanation of the colors. There is some vocabulary that goes along with the color theory. So our primary colors are the blue, red, and yellow. Then when you mix any of those, you can make the secondary colors, the green, purple, or orange. And then as you mix primary with a secondary, you can create a tertiary color. For instance, mixing a blue and mixing a green yields a blue-green, but you couldn't get green without blue. So you can even have fun with this because there are so many different values and shades and hues of blue. So depending on what blue you mix with whatever shade of yellow that you make, makes a bunch of different types of greens. And with that green, if you add, say you get the color green that you like, you add a little bit more yellow or a little bit more green, then it changes the color just a little bit. Have you heard the expression, a drop in the ocean changes the sea level? A drop of a color inside of another color can change it. Complementary colors are on opposite sides. A good way to remember this is when you give a compliment, it's good to be facing the person. They're on the other side of you.
Oh, I just love the way you look. I am warm for your phone.
So a complementary color is opposite of the color wheel. They are opposite of you. Analogous colors are colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. You can see back here that I actually have a color wheel behind me, and this yellow is complementary to the purple. This green is the complementary color to this red. And we have these analogous colors. A hue is just a fancy way to say that you have changed your color just a little bit by adding a little bit more of another color, like how I explained with the blue and the green. You don't get green without blue, but if you mix with a green using ultramarine blue, a cadmium yellow, and then to make it a different hue of green, you add a different type of blue. Saturation refers to the intensity of the color. A highly saturated hue is going to be bright and vibrant. A less saturated hue is going to be more muted, a little bit more gray toned. Value is the light or darkness of a color that you get from tinting or shading. Now, don't get confused here, because tinting is not when you think in reference to cars where they have tinted windows and so they've been darkened. Tint is actually white. You are lightening a color with white. Black is shading your color. Think about the shade of a big old tree darkens everything behind it. And it changes the color a little bit, just like light changes the color a little bit. So white is tint, shade is black. Color harmony is when you have colors that look really good together. Think about your blues and your greens looking very comfortable together. Now you have your warm colors and you have your cool colors. Your warm colors, warmth, you think of warmth. So they are going to be your yellows, your oranges, your reds. Your cool colors are going to be the blues and the greens and the purples. Now in painting, the undertone of a color is the color that's underneath the primary color, influencing its overall hue. So this could be where you build up your colors, where you start with a base color and then you add color on top of that. And you can see how there's more value to a painting that has several layers versus a one-go wash painting. Here's a breakdown of undertones. The mass tone is the main color that you see. For instance, this picture back here, it's blue. You see that it's blue. But whenever you come in closer, you see all the different hues and shades of the different blues. There's a mass overcolor that you can tell what it is, but then there's undertones that help elevate certain elements of the painting. Warm versus cool undertones. The warm tones, they include hints of the orange and the yellow and the red, and having one of those painted first and then adding on a blue, a purple, or green changes the value of that color. And it's not that they've been mixed previously. No, you have your color and then you paint on top of it, and it changes the color a little bit differently than it would if you had mixed the color on your palette before you painted it. Again, with the cool undertones, that would be your blues and your purples. And if you had painted a blue first and then painted an orange on top, again, it gives you a different effect than if you had mixed a blue with an orange. Blue is actually a complementary color, which means it's opposite of orange. So they kind of tone each other down a little bit, and it will be more of a muted color, so it would be less saturated. If you think about the vibrancy of a color, view it like people. A vibrant person might be the life of the party, and they're loud, and that's who everybody looks at first. A less vibrant is the more quiet and not as loud. It's there, but you might not notice it. Now, what's interesting about choosing your colors for your painting is the world kind of tells you what color things are. You go out in nature and you find a flower that you like, say it's a pink flower, you know that that is a pink flower. But did you know that you can have more of a blue undertone with your pink, just as much as you could have more of a red undertone in your pink? That's where the undertones come in, where it's not just where it's been painted first and then on top. You can do it that way, but sometimes a color has an undertone that's mixed into it. Think about beige or the color taupe. They can have undertones like green or pink, but they're still in that beige family. Whether you're painting a masterpiece or you're just having fun, just embrace the color wheel, embrace the spectrum of all of the different colors, and let whatever colors you choose to use tell your story. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you like hearing tips and tricks about writing and art. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so that you don't miss an episode. And please comment below if for any reason color theory is still confusing to you, or if you have any questions, or if I didn't cover something that you were hoping I would cover going over color theory. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.